So listen to my journey. So this is Bismi Palati sharing the life experience that I had the first week of September 2025. I was so excited and at the same time honored to be the learning ambassador for the 10th year of Windham Learning Festival. This festival runs every year to help the Windham residents to learn different things and encourage the lifelong learning in their life. Last year, I had an opportunity to share my power speaking skills to the kids and adults. I did an unscripted version of pitching for adult business owners and the communication skill for the Yes Academy little kids. That was the inspiration that I had to continue this year in the Learning Festival. So this year, I was excited to hear the news that I actually got selected as the learning ambassador for the Learning Festival. What is activities or like a duties or roles of a learning ambassador in this type of festivals? That's what the first question I was trying to figure out. Yeah, as a person who believes that loving to learn is the way to live, thinking about inspiring the other people to help them to learn is a great motivation. And it's one of my values that connected to my life. So that's the reason that I said yes to the organizers, that yes, I am the learning ambassador for 2025. What did I do to be the best learning ambassador for this festival? So, being an radio host for this show, I was fortunate to bring people who is working for this learning festival and then share their thoughts and then why they're doing and what they're doing through this festival and right after the festival. That's the way that I could give bit of like a glimpses of the picture what that's coming up in September. And now we are almost the end of the learning festival. Some sessions are happening tomorrow, but most of the sessions are completed. So during this time, from the inception of the Learning Festival until today, I was reposting and sharing different informations about the Learning Festival to the wide a world of social media so that the people can come and participate all these free events that's happening around Windham community centers. There are more than 100 plus events happened in the last week and continuing in tomorrow as well. So if you missed the opportunity, look at the website and then you can still see the places that is open for tomorrow's sessions. And if you feel like, I need to join some work, go to the Park Community Center. There are some of art activities are happening there, but you need to register. So make sure that go to winlearnfestival.org.au and then register for an event that's happening tomorrow. As an ambassador, I felt that I love to learn new things every now and then. As a mother of three, I still learn. I'm a student at Federation University, learning about family violence and the impact of the family violence and the impact of single parenting. Because being a single parent, I do have that first-hand experience of all the issues of being a single mother and looking after three kids, even with the medical issues. So I really want to know what's happening around the world and what can be done as an experienced person to improve the system. That's why I'm learning more and more about the troubles or the rules and the forums that supporting the single parenting and single parents the group and the families. So that learning helping me to understand more and more about the situation and the opportunities available for those type of cohort. The same way, if you are a person to know more about your council and the opportunities that's happening in this council, this is the wonderful opportunity to engage with the council and then do whatever you love. Yesterday, Win FM Radio with our secretary Deborah Sukadev Kumar organized a wonderful session in the Truganina Community Center. Unfortunately, she was caught up with all this sickness. She couldn't come to facilitate the program, but myself and my son Joel was there. He helped me to do the session, and we were having different people coming and inquiring about our radio station. I was so surprised to hear that people who live in Windham Council doesn't know about this radio station. And I was telling that this is a very special local community radio station attracting our council people who resides inside the Wickham. Having said that, I was a bit upset and sad that this wonderful organization running for almost 30 years is not making any noises outside Windham or even inside our council. And that's why we are putting up all our Facebook updates, LinkedIn updates, and Instagram updates for you so that you can see, you can hear, and you can involve about all the things happening in this wonderful radio station, running by all volunteers, putting their time for this very special radio station only because of the passion they have and volunteering and serving the community. So, if you do not know about the radio station, I would really love to know about you and your skill set and your passion, and we will help you to involve in many different ways that you can. And I know that people who registered and attended yesterday's session, yes, they are becoming our members and trying to get other training to become our radio host because this is your voice, your sound of West. And we are all the volunteers behind the scene and even in the social media. And as you know, and as I mentioned in yesterday's session, we have a caravan going around all the grounds wherever we have AFL. Our wonderful President Peter White is taking the responsibilities to put the station going through that wonderful stadium or the football ground. So, if you want to know more and more about our radio station, that's the best place that you can connect with us. The same time, this more than 100 events in Windham Learning Festival really inspired many people. Today, I was so fortunate to attend or facilitate one of the session called Crucial Conversation for Business Leaders. So the business leaders, there were around 90 people for the whole day, having many different sessions in three different rooms in parallel. Starting from how to start your business, how to build confidence, how to use AI, how to have conversations. And then we had many different stalls and conversations happening in the Central Park Community Center. So if you feel that you missed to this year's Wyndham Learning Festival, don't get disappointed. Get involved with the council and get prepared for our next year. We will be there with many new activities next year in September, September 1st to September 7th. What I learned becoming a learning ambassador. Yes, we are promoting other people. We are promoting other people activities and we are promoting community. But at the same time, what I learned is that you need to promote you authentically because you need to be the advocate of yourself. No one else will promote you if you are not promoting you. Or if you are not telling what are the good things that you're doing for your community, no one really knows. Your story is your power, but if you are not telling your story, no one will get that power. So make sure that tell your story authentically to other people, to the right audience. And that's why I'm telling that to my listeners on this very special show. If you are listening to me and if you do not know my story, I would love to connect with you. Yes, my wonderful story is going to be launched as a book on 21st of this month and save the date and I will be giving you the details. My book will tell the stories about my life. But at the same time, that will help you to inspire other people or yourself and become a better migrant. Because as a migrant, joined Australia or came here in 2000, and I now call Australia my home. But I did struggle a lot in different areas as a migrant woman. So I was sharing all those challenges that I experienced as a corporate employee, as a migrant woman, as a woman of color, having that issues with intersectionality, gender discrimination, and then mindset and cultural shock. Everything in my book called Inspired. Because in my 25 years of life in Australia, I got inspired with many different people, incidents, and experiences. So, if you think that you need a hand to move your mindset from wherever you are and to the next step in your life, connect with me. I can help you, I can guide you the way that I can. So this is Bismi Palati, your host of a wonderful show called Dominus Nisi. I was sharing about my experience as a learning ambassador for our Windham Learning Festival 2025. Hope you got inspired with all the events, the free events that delivered during this 7 days of festival, Learning Festival 2025.